All right, guys, welcome to episode 3. How do we get this yarn onto this hook? So we're going to talk about how to do a slip knot. There are multiple different ways of doing this. And if I have learned anything about crocheting is that you have to pick what is the most comfortable for you. This is a very repetitive hobby. So you want to make sure that how you're holding the hook, how you're holding your yarn, how you're doing your different stitches is what best is for you and what is comfortable for you. I can remember when I first got started with this, I can remember watching my grandma crochet, knit, quilt. I think that woman could do a little bit of everything. And then a lot of what I've done with crocheting is self-taught. But I can remember being out in public one time and a lady telling me, you're doing that wrong. And what I'm going to tell you is that if you're crocheting and making a product that you think is absolutely beautiful, because it is, it does not matter how you are doing it. So just remember that. You keep practicing and pick which way that you like best. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. All right, so a slip knot. This is what I find is the easiest way to do this. Again, please note, there are about a billion different ways. You pick what you think is best. This is just what I have found is the easiest. So what I do is I loop it around. So we have a nice little circle. Again, I take it around my hand and I loop it. And then what ends up happening is I have a circle and I have this tail part that goes through the center. So circle, tail through the center. And then I take my hook and I go in and out and then I pull. And what that's doing is it's forming a nice slip knot. I can take my tail, tighten it up to there, and I have it. So let's do that one more time. Here's the best part about crocheting everything. You start right back over. So again, very quickly, I make a loop, top of my tail, run it down, looks like this. I put my needles through and pull up. And if it ends up like this, just grab the end of your tail and pull up. So that's your slip knot. The second part of this is you're going to hold your crochet needle in your most dominant hand. Now, I am a right-handed crocheter, and if you are a left-handed one, let me know, and I will go find you a different video or different resource that teaches you left-handed. But the other side, your left hand is what is going to hold your yarn, and there are, again, so many different variations of holding your yarn. The biggest learning curve that you're going to have in crocheting is how to do the tension on your yarn. So how tightly you're holding your yarn. If you're holding it super tight, your stitches are going to be really small and really tight, and it's really hard to crochet. And then on the reverse side, if you're holding it very loosely, your stitches are going to be very big, and you're going to be like, what is that? What did I just make? So in the beginning, when you're learning how to crochet, tension on your yarn is going to be the thing that is the biggest learning curve, and that is okay, right? So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of different ways that you can do this, and again, you pick what's best. So some people like to loop it around their pinky and bring it around. That is not really one of my strong suits, so I tend to actually. Okay, so for me, the most comfortable way that I hold the yarn is tucking my pinky and bringing it around the 3 fingers. And this finger, instead of it being wrapped around, just kind of holds it there at the bottom. The other side of this, I kind of use these fingers and this finger to control the yarn that's on the hook. And then also, as you build the chain down, you'll see me use these pincher fingers to help control as this moves down. Again, so many different options on how to hold your yarn. The key to this is that you're going to have that hook on one side and the yarn on the other. And this is the part that starts the magic. All right, guys, check in for our next episode where we are going to learn how to put some knots on here. All right, guys.